To my channel. My name is Amber, and I recently moved. My husband and I recently bought a house, and it wasn't until I was moving that I realized how many books I have. Like, it's insane how many books I have. You know, some women buy shoes, I buy books. Like, I have hundreds of books, literally, that I need to read, and I keep buying more. So, I decided to do kind of a project pan, but with books, to try to see how many I could read through the year. Thing is, I not only have books in the physical form, I also have a Nook, and I have a Kindle. Yeah, I have a lot of books. Okay, so I've been trying to, when I'm at work, take a paperback with me, so to read on my lunch, and then when I'm at home, especially at evening before I go to bed when I'm trying to relax, read one on the Kindle to try to read more than one at once. And then I have my soft frivolous books that I read, but then I also like historical and true crime books, so I've been trying to throw one of those in as well. So I'm going to begin this by showing you what I just finished reading and do a little overview on those, and then I'll go into what I am currently reading. So the first one I finished, I actually don't have in book form. It's actually on my Kindle. It's called Heroes Are My Weakness by Susan Elizabeth Phillips. If you've never read an SEP book, you should. She's hilarious. Her books feel very real to life, and they're just funny. I love them so much. This one, however, had a very different feel to it than what I'm used to for SEP. It had almost a mystery aspect to it, but it really wasn't a mystery. Like, how it got to the resolving the mystery was really weird and out of place, and I have no idea how the main character even came to the conclusion, if that makes sense. Yeah. So I wasn't a huge fan. If had it been written by anyone other than SEP, probably it would have been an okay book, but because it was written by her, I expect much better things. Not saying I didn't like it, but it's just not what I'm used to from her. So hopefully the next one will be much better. I also just finished this book by Julie Ortolon, Drive Me Wild. This was okay. Wasn't a huge fan though. The way the back cover stated, it was almost like more of a romance should happen, but literally these two hooked up on their first date, and by their second date they were living together. It was not very realistic. So, I mean, it was okay. I didn't hate it. I did finish it, but it wasn't what I normally like. Okay, so for books that I am currently reading and currently working on my Kindle, I am reading by Jennifer Estep, Spider's Revenge. It is an awesome paranormal fantasy book. I highly recommend it. It's a series. I think the first one's called Spider Bite, so you definitely want to start with this one. This one that I'm reading now is the 5th in the series. They're really good. It's about an elemental assassin, and you encounter werewolves, vampires, elementals. It's a really, really good series, very well written, very action-packed. It moves along very fast, so that one shouldn't take me very long to read at all. Second book I'm reading, it's an actual book. This is Trouble in Mudbug by Jana DeLeon. No idea how to pronounce her last name. Her books are very, very cute. I highly recommend them. They pass by very fast. They also always have like a mystery aspect in them, which is what I like. I love books with a little mystery in them. This one, I'm already on page 80. It's really good. It's a very fast read. I highly recommend her books. They're very, very cute. As for my serious or adult book I'm reading, I am reading The River of Doubt by Candace Millard. This book is about President Roosevelt. Actually, after he left the office, he did an expedition of the Amazon, and he actually almost died several times, and something I never knew. So this is a really good book so far, informing us on aspects of Teddy Roosevelt's life that we probably never knew or heard of before, which is great. I love to learn new things, and he's my favorite president, so I love reading books about him. So to read about his amazing journey down the Amazon is just really awesome to me. Like, the fact that he did this in his 50s and 60s, and it's just crazy to me. But it's an awesome book. I highly recommend it, especially if you are a fan of Teddy Roosevelt or the history of presidents in general. I highly recommend it. Well, that is all for today. I'm going to start out with doing weekly updates to see how much I could get read in this one. Like, this one should definitely be done in a week. Same with the book on my Kindle. That should also be done within the week, I would hope. So hopefully in a week I will have 2 new books started. I'm going to try to read as much of this as I can as well. So see you next week. I hope you liked this video. I hope you liked the idea of this video. Leave your comments below, and if there's any way you think I can improve it, or if you have any questions about the books I'm reading or have read, go ahead and ask them, and I will try to answer them as soon as possible. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great day, and happy reading!